Bears checked in. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Guys, the Utah Jazz is one of the up-and-coming teams in the West, and it was a system-wide commitment to young players. The younger teams tend to struggle, but head coach Quinn Snyder said he's committed to letting his players learn through their mistakes. He said it may be painful at times, but that's how we get better. In a lot of things, the only way to learn is through experience. Guys,
they're catching on quickly. Thanks, D.A. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
That's how you draw it up. Each guy doing his part. Beautiful fast break.
Pass to Magruder.
Come on,
from
Magruder.
Deep. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Hill kicks to Hood. He feeds it to Gobert. Gobert with a screen on Dragic. Hood, the pass to Gobert. From deep.
Oh, that's deep.
That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Hood.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Kicks it out to Johnson. And the call will be against George Hill. Luke Babbitt, he's checked in for the Heat. A switcher also for Utah.
Oh my God.
Johnson's checked in. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Dragic gets the bucket. It's amazing to watch these NBA athletes competing every day. You and I get the lucky seat right there in front midcourt. Such size, such athleticism. It's intimidating. Who are the most intimidating players you think in this game today?
If you go to Detroit and you want to match up with number 0 there and Andre Drummond,
look out.
You're in for a long night. The way that he can patrol the middle, Kevin, and the way he's relentless at coming at the offensive glass and the defensive glass all game long, I'm really interested in the development of Andre Drummond as the centerpiece, figuratively and literally, for the Detroit Pistons.
I like it really bad. I don't even know what's going on.
And
oh my God!
As the Jazz gain possession.
That was bad.
Now, I don't know if he just lost sight of the lines on the floor, but he seemed perfectly oblivious to where he was on the court, guys.
Good, Dragic.
It's stolen by Dragic. From outside the arc. And again, Miami with the triple.
Just keeps coming up way quick. I mean, like speeds up really quick and have no clue what's going on.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
The pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And taken away by Johnson. Dragic with a wide open look. No good from outside. Jazz trail by 8. Gobert with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. The turnaround. Got a piece of it.
Luke Babbitt out here making plays.
Dragic left side. No good from outside.
You gotta make it.
It's tough. His shot's been off today. Luckily, his team still has the edge in the game so far.
They recover it. Johnson dishes to Hood. And the ball goes out of bounds.
How is that my ball?
Nice touch by Hood. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group.
Yeah, I don't know.
Boris Diaz checked in for Rudy Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Gordon Hayward. Alec Burks checked in for Hood. And it's Exum in for George Hill. White, good.
Not a lot of talk going on defensively. That's a good shot for him.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah.
Just not happy with how his team is playing, and they just have been on the wrong side of this run.
Yeah, right now just getting barbecued. Maybe poor strategy, poor effort, could be both.
He has 16,000 subscribers.
And the Utah Jazz, with all their young talent, a team that's been on the cusp in the Western Conference. I mean, they felt they were ready to make a playoff push, and acquiring some quality veteran leaders with George Hill, Joe Johnson, and Boris Diaw, I think is just what the doctor ordered.
Oh, you record? Did you get our voices in those games?
Here's Exum.
Did you get everybody else's voice?
Exum's got his second basket
got us
of the
all
game.
in it.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And for the Jazz, Greg, do you like their moves this summer, adding all those veterans?
George Hill, I think, fits a need at the point guard, but can also play alongside Dante Exum. Boris Diaw, a skilled big man who fits well with Gobert and Derek Favors. And then Joe Johnson, a proven shooter and scorer in big-time possessions. So I think overall they did well.
And the Heat making a change here. Whiteside's checked in.
Goon squad.
Utah's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Out of bounds, Miami takes possession.
Not exactly sure what was happening there inside the heads of the players, but very frustrated they couldn't capitalize on the opportunity.
Johnson kicks to Ellington. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. And here's the break. Got that bucket in no time at all.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Out to White. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Burks for 3. They get it back. Ingles passes to Diaw. Here's Exum. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we're ready to get going once more. And the players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. You look at Hassan Whiteside in this game. Guys, he's everywhere.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
Might also look at the coach and his game plan in terms of trying to find those good looks. They'll be looking to do the same here down the stretch.
Ben, you there?
Josh Richardson out there with Dragic. Then there's Whiteside.
How
then
are you
Luke
playing?
Babbitt. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
And I tell you what, Gordon Hayward just steadily has grown into one of the better offensive players in the league. He does a great job of scoring it off the dribble.
How are you moving your players?
He's also at that small forward position, can be kind of a point forward, if you will, with his playmaking ability. And I like to call him, use a baseball term, he's like a five-tooler. I mean, he does all the things you want a basketball player to do well on the floor. And to cap it all off, he is a great teammate as well.
And sharp here to start the half. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Babbitt with the 3. The shot that time, not on target. So Utah will take it the other way. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Utah has turned a corner, establishing its identity under Quinn Snyder as a youthful, defensive-minded team. Coach Snyder said, "Our players have gotten better. Our team has gotten better." There was a connectivity and a defensive mindset that was bubbling beneath the surface. The habits were there. The intensity was there. Things have just clicked. Kevin?
All right, DA, they're on the rise. Here's Dragic after Joe Johnson's score. No good from Dragic. Johnson kicks to Hill. Feeds it to Gobert. Here's Hood. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Hood's got 4 points this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And here's Richardson outside. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Heat lead by 8.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range? And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Yeah, they should bring out a big razor right now, Kevin. A great start, an aggressive move to show they're not going to lay down.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
And the Heat making some trades last season to get underneath that luxury tax threshold. They reset the clock on the dreaded repeater tax, which absolutely hammers teams for being over the tax for consecutive years.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. There's the triple. Miami grabs the miss. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. White with it. Now defended by Exum. Johnson, a wide open look. That three off the mark. And Brent, as you look at how the Heat have moved to get under the cap, and even with the tax ramifications, they brought in Joe Johnson, it's become a big consideration for teams.
Well, there's no doubt that the penalty with regards to the tax doubling up and sometimes tripling up what it is that franchises will pay for going over that luxury threshold is affecting the decision-making of the general managers around the league. But this huge boost in salary cap space, Kevin, that's going to raise some eyebrows as well.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
I mean, there's not a lot of reasons for a turnover, but there's certainly not one there. Just a lapse of judgment.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now.
Oh my
just
God.
a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Lobs it up. Jazz trailed by 5. And stolen by Whiteside. Johnson dishes to White.
Oh, didn't even lob it.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Oh, Whiteside in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Just a great alley-oop there. Teammates connecting. Whiteside with the jam. The D wants no part of that.
Nice ball movement by Utah. And it's Exum in the corner. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. The Heat leading by 7.
One more ball.
Goodness, that's like temporary insanity right there.
Well, for all of our sakes, let's hope it's temporary.
Is it LaMelo? What's his name?
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
What's the fucker's name that goes to high school at Chino Hills?
Offensive
fucking
rebound.
Faggot, shoot tap quarters.
Lyles passes to
LaMelo?
Diaw. He dishes it to Ingles. Back to Diaw. That one doesn't drop.
Oh my God. Let's go.